Hi, we are Mana, Mar, and Maria, and we are traveling to a very important city, the capital of Belgium, Brussels, which is also the main venue of the European Union.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Brussels Airport. It is now 10 to 11 a.m. local time. We have landed half an hour prior to our schedule. Please.
Now we are in the Atomium, built for the 1958 Brussels World's Fair. This monument is one of the most popular attractions and a symbol for the city. Nowadays, Brussels shares the European Parliament meeting sessions with Strasbourg, and that's because of its history as one of the founder countries of the European Union. The creation of the European market began after the Second World War, when some countries of the Western Europe wanted to collaborate peacefully together to create a unified Europe. In 1951, 6 European countries founded the European Coal and Steel Community. 6 years later, the same countries, Belgium, France, West Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, and Luxembourg, signed the Treaty of Rome, creating the European Economic Community. This treaty was colloquially known as Common Market. In 1965, the Brussels Treaty joined the 3 European communities and became a single institutional structure. This treaty is regarded by some as the real beginning of the modern European Union. A new step for the creation of the common market was the Schengen Treaty in 1985, which permitted the free movement of people and goods through the community. In 1992, the Maastricht Treaty was approved, which named the European Union and accorded an economic and monetary union. The European Economic Community success provoked its progressively growth. In 1973, United Kingdom, Denmark, and Ireland signed in the European Economic Community. It is joined some years after, in 1981. The end of the Portuguese and Spanish dictatorships permitted the addition of these countries in 1986, forming the Europe of the 12. In 1995, Austria, Sweden, and Finland were added. The incorporation to the European Union in 2004 included Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Poland, Hungary, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Slovenia, Cyprus, and Malta. The 3 last countries added to the European Union were Romania and Bulgaria in 2007 and Croatia in 2013. Nowadays, the European Union is the result of a cooperation progress among 28 European countries, with the aim of sharing an economic and political common area.
Behind us, we have the Museum of the European Parliament, the Parlamentarium, which allows people to be aware of how the Parliament works and which are the roles of European politicians. Here we'll interview the representative of the museum.
How many visitors has the museum?
Well, the Parliamentarium opened its door in 2012, so 2 years now, and in only 2 years we have received more than 600,000 visitors. This number could be normal, average, but for a museum in Brussels this is really very important.
What is the function of this museum?
Well, the first objective of the parliamentarian from the very beginning was to show visitors how the European Union works, what is the European Union, of course, and the role of the European Parliament inside. But not only to explain to them the history and the way of working, but also doing it first of all in their own languages. That's why the visit can be done in the 24 languages of the European Union, but also in a very interactive and even funny way.
Do you think people are interested in how the European Parliament works?
Of course they are. Of course they are. They are very, very interested, even more. I would say that a big number of people coming to Brussels like tourists, one of the reasons for coming here is to know why Brussels is the capital of Europe. And the parliamentarian is the only open door that the institutions have to show what the European Union is and what the European Parliament does.
We have just arrived in the Belgian capital, Brussels. We are in front of a well-known wall of Tintin. He's a comic character created by Georges Remy, popularly known as Hergé, a man who was born and died in this city. Tintin and his adventures take an important part of Belgian culture, and this is the reason why we have chosen this place to present the documentary you are going to watch now, about the Spanish integration to the European Union.
The entry of Spain into the European Union was not easy or immediate due to the economical and political conditions that were at that time in the country. It took more than 20 years of negotiations and reforms until Spain was recognized as a member of the European Economic Community.
On February 9, 1962, Franco's government requested for the admission of Spain to the European Economic Community, but to enter in it, Spain had to fulfill some strict conditions. When Franco's regime finished and during the political transition to democracy, Spanish government led by Adolfo Suárez requested for the integration on July 26, 1977.
Those members.
Finally, on June 12, 1985, during the first government of Felipe González, the third president of the Spanish democracy, the Treaty of Adhesion to the European Communities was signed. On January 1, 1986, Spain became a full member of the European Economic Community.
This is the moment.
Despite the sacrifices required for Spain for the integration to the European Union, the global balance between advantages and disadvantages has been positive for Spain. Its incorporation has meant a market more competitive than the Spanish. This effort and some others have made Spain a more modern country, and not only from the economic point of view. On May 1998, Spain entered to the monetary union and adopted the euro as a common currency after fulfilling the criteria. For Spanish authorities, it was a historic victory. We have scheduled an interview with a Spanish Parliament member in the European Union who would like to thank for this event, Mr. Raimon Obiols. Com va viure la integració d'Espanya a la Unió Europea?
La integració d'Espanya a la Unió Europea, a mi em sembla que no la vaig viure de manera particular, sinó la sensació que tenia tothom és que era un pas endavant, que era una oportunitat prosperitat, de consolidar una situació democràtica que a Espanya encara no era absolutament sòlida perquè hi havia hagut un intent de cop d'estat. Tejero, el 23 de febrer, consolidar la democràcia per una banda i després naturalment a la mesura que es veia la Unió Europea com països amb més prosperitat, amb més estat social, amb més serveis públics, doncs es veia un pas endavant.
Quin era l'ambient polític que respirava en aquella època?
A Espanya, en el moment del... Home, millor que l'actual. Això és el mínim que es pot dir. És a dir, que hi havia partits i sectors d'opinió pública diferents, confrontats, etc. Però jo crec que hi havia un consens general a l'entorn de les institucions d'autonomia de Catalunya, de la Generalitat i a l'entorn de la transició democràtica de la Constitució que garantia un marc d'alternança i ara sembla que això significa que
Per què va decidir formar part del Parlament Europeu?
Bueno, la veritat és que no és una decisió personal, és el meu partit que em proposa i jo vaig acceptar i està molt bon grat perquè ja feia uns anys que em dedicava a aquesta política internacional, sobretot en temes del Mediterrani, d'Amèrica Llatina, Amèrica Central i naturalment estar en el Parlament Europeu i a la Comissió d'Afers Exteriors del Parlament Europeu és una plataforma fantàstica per tirar endavant polítiques d'aquest tipus. Aleshores he coordinat els parlamentaris del meu grup en temes d'Amèrica Llatina, d'Amèrica Central i ara actualment de Mediterrani.
Quina és la seva visió actual de la Unió Europea?
Està en crisi. Això vol dir que també s'obre una oportunitat, perquè una crisi sempre és la possibilitat d'un canvi. I està en crisi bàsicament des de l'any 2008-2009, quan hi va haver tota la fallida bancària que va començar als Estats Units i va repercutir a tota Europa, quan es va produir la situació catastròfica a Grècia, a Irlanda, i la situació molt duríssima a Portugal, a Itàlia i a l'estat espanyol. I aleshores hi ha crisi perquè tothom té la sensació que no s'ha actuat amb l'eficàcia i amb la rapidesa que exigia la gravetat de la crisi financera i econòmica, no?
El futuro será nuestro si tenemos fe en la unidad, si trabajamos con humildad y perseverancia, si colaboramos con generosidad y alteza de miras. Este es nuestro mayor empeño y a él les convoco. Muchas gracias.